Look, brother, many people believe that once a woman becomes older, especially after the age of 60, all her emotional and physical desires simply disappear. Society often pushes this idea that old age means the end of passion, companionship, and intimacy. But the truth is far more complicated than that. Desire does not suddenly vanish just because someone grows older. Human emotions don't work that way. Loneliness, affection, emotional connection, and the need for closeness can remain alive in the heart, no matter how many years pass. Today's topic is a little deep and sensitive, but it's important to understand it honestly instead of pretending these feelings don't exist. So let's talk openly. Do older women still experience emotional or physical desire? The answer is yes, but understanding why and when it happens requires maturity and empathy. Look, if a woman is over 60 years old but still physically healthy, emotionally active, and free from serious illness, there's absolutely no reason she cannot still enjoy emotional closeness and physical intimacy, just as she once did earlier in life. Age alone does not erase human feelings. If she has a supportive partner, emotional understanding, affection, and mutual connection in her marriage, then naturally feelings of intimacy can still exist, even at an older age. Emotional bonding plays a huge role here. Now let's also understand the other side. Sometimes, when a woman grows older, faces health problems, physical weakness, emotional exhaustion, or long years of stress and disappointment, her interest in intimacy may decrease. Not because she has stopped being human, but because life itself can become tiring. Emotional pain, loneliness, illness, and mental stress can slowly reduce desire over time. But that still does not mean older women stop having emotions completely. They still have hearts. They still want care, comfort, affection, understanding, and companionship. They still have dreams, memories, emotions, and the desire to feel valued. Many educated and emotionally open women are able to accept these feelings naturally. They understand that emotional and physical needs are a normal part of life, so they continue living freely and peacefully without shame. They can communicate openly, express themselves honestly, and enjoy emotional closeness without constantly fearing judgment. But not every woman feels comfortable doing that. Many older women suppress their emotions deeply inside themselves. They hide their feelings completely and never speak about them openly. And one of the biggest reasons for this is fear. Fear of society, fear of judgment, fear of family pressure, fear of being misunderstood, because society often expects older women to stay silent about their emotional needs. Many of them quietly bury those feelings inside themselves instead of expressing them openly. Sometimes a woman may already feel emotionally neglected in her marriage for many years. Maybe she never received emotional support, affection, understanding, or attention from her husband. Maybe she spent decades sacrificing her own happiness while silently carrying emotional emptiness inside. And when emotional needs remain unfulfilled for years, naturally a deep sense of loneliness can develop within a person. Some women deal with this loneliness privately. They focus on family, spirituality, routines, or friendships. Others may seek emotional companionship through close friendships or emotional connections with people who make them feel understood and valued again. Another important thing people misunderstand is menopause. Many people assume that once a woman's menstrual cycle ends, all emotional or physical desire also disappears. But that is not true at all. Emotional and physical intimacy for many women becomes more connected to emotional comfort, trust, atmosphere, and companionship rather than just physical attraction alone. A loving environment, emotional understanding, peaceful companionship, kindness, and mutual respect can still awaken feelings of intimacy at any age. That's why it's important to remove this outdated belief from your mind that older women no longer experience emotional or physical desires. Men and women experience emotions differently. For many men, attraction can appear quickly and disappear quickly too, but women often respond more slowly and emotionally. They pay attention to emotional connection, comfort, trust, atmosphere, behavior, and how safe they feel around someone. Many women do not express their feelings openly because of shyness, fear, health concerns, emotional trauma, or social pressure. But silence should never be mistaken for absence of emotion. The truth is simple. As long as a person is emotionally alive, the need for affection, understanding, closeness, and companionship can still exist. Older women also want respect. They want emotional peace. They want to feel seen and appreciated as human beings, not ignored simply because of age. And when an older woman feels emotionally secure, respected, healthy, and emotionally connected with someone who genuinely cares for her, she may still desire closeness and companionship just like anyone else. Because in the end, age changes the body slowly, but the human heart often continues searching for warmth, understanding, and connection for an entire lifetime.